Hi there, welcome to Kneppy Invest. Let's discuss KMD Brands. This company released a trading update on the 20th of December 2023. We'll have a look at that, I'll have a look at that particular trading update and also have a look at the market reaction focusing on the chart. And one of the reasons why I have put KMD Brands onto my watch list is just where the share price is right now in relation to historical levels. Now, before we have a look at the trading update, for those who don't know, KMD Brands consists of Kathmandu. In fact, this company used to be called Kathmandu. Then they changed the name because they did make a few acquisitions over the past about 5 years or so. One of those acquisitions was Oboz, which is an outdoor footwear company. So we're talking about hiking boots, like in this photo, sort of hiking boots I might want to buy in the future. I do have a few hiking boots right now. This company actually comes out of Montana, and Montana is one of my favorite states, just behind Colorado and Wyoming. And Rip Curl, which is surf wear. So let's have a look at the trading update the company released on December 20, 2023. Now, whenever I see a trading update released, I will have a look at it without doubt, without fail. No matter the company that releases a trading update, because you can find some good nuggets. And the main reason I open it up is because I want to see how every company is performing. Now, this is for the first 4 months of the financial year ending the 30th of November 2023. So obviously this company's financial year finished at the end of July, not the end of June. Now, the thing we're looking for here is either group sales or group sales and like-for-like sales. And I also want to see how each particular brand is performing as well. So let's have a look. Now, group sales down 12.5% below last year, reflecting ongoing weakness in consumer sentiment. That's understandable. Now, group gross margins have improved. That's actually a good sign moving forward for this company. So if they can maintain improvement in group margins and see sales starting to increase, that should put sort of a rocket up profits. Now, onto the individual brands. Kathmandu has continued to experience weakness in rainwear and insulation categories in Australia. And maybe that's because the Australian and New Zealand it actually only says Australia. Maybe that's because the Australian public thinks we're heading into El Nino, so it's not going to be rainy or wet, so they don't need rainwear. Maybe. Anyway, Kathmandu total sales down 21.6%. And to be honest with you, Rip Curl and Oboz, even though they had record sales in financial year 23, have also gone backwards, not quite as much as Kathmandu. So Rip Curl down 5.7% and Oboz down 18.2%. KMD Brands also gave us underlying EBITDA, and that's $16 million below last year, and group working capital has decreased 10.2% year on year. So let's have a look at what the CEO and Managing Director Michael Daly said. Black Friday promotions for Rip Curl and Oboz delivered strong sales as these brands continue to deliver good results in direct-to-consumer channels while navigating short-term weakness in wholesale channels as retailers reduce inventory in uncertain trading conditions. Improvement in Kathmandu sales performance remains our priority. We continue to make progress towards our working capital target of 18% of sales for the full year, which is expected to drive strong cash flow generation in the second half of the year. So that's really talking about inventory. And that's the one thing I'll be looking for with a lot of these retail companies, inventory levels and also cash flow generation. So obviously sales down a fair bit. What was it, 12.5% for the group and 21.6% for Kathmandu. So let's have a look to see how the market did react. Now, down at 3.6% today. I'm recording this video on December 21st. Trading has not quite finished. 30 minutes left of trading plus the closing auction. And on the 20th, when they released this particular announcement, share price down 8% on pretty big volume. In fact, volume enhanced the last 2 days. 1.8 million shares traded yesterday and 2.2 million shares traded today. So the market does not like this particular trading update from KMD Brands. Now let's have a look at the chart. I'll just decrease the size of me. And the share price right now at 67 cents. And the share price has been a downtrend since the middle of this year. Now, the share price between November and June of November last year and June of this year was trying to consolidate. So it's in a trading range between about 92 cents and $1.04. It looked like possibly there was a breakout in the share price in June. So for a brief period of time, maybe over a week period of time, the share price went above the top of the trading range. So I actually did have this on my potential breakout watch list, but that breakout failed. And then the share price went below the bottom of the trading range in July. So it only took 1 month for the share price to go above the top of the trading range to below the bottom of the trading range, and the share price kept on falling. I think more than likely the company released some sort of negative news back then, and the share price again has kept on falling. Now, when we compare the share price of KMD Brands right now to historical levels, this is where it gets pretty interesting. Now, if we go back far enough, the company used to be called KMD. They made a few acquisitions, but if we say draw a line at some of the lows we have seen in the past 8 years or so, we go all the way back to 2015. So the lows back in 2015 were around about there. And then if we just draw a line like that, we can see the share price briefly went below the 2015 low during the COVID-19 financial panic, and then recovered fairly quickly. And right now the share price is in that area at 68 cents. So that low back in 2015 was in fact around about 72 cents. The low during the COVID-19 financial panic was actually 44 cents. Now, that was around about the 23rd of March, and that was the bottom of the COVID-19 financial panic, and the share price rallied fairly quickly. So that was at peak pessimism in the market. So right now, with the share price at 68 cents or 67 cents, we can equate that to when there was peak pessimism in the overall market. So that's the only reason I could maybe get excited about KMD Brands, is just where the share price is right now, and possible, just possible value in this company at current levels. Now, if you do look at TradingView's key stats, a markup about $500 million, dividend yield 7.8%, and prices earning ratio 15.3. But if you look at the yearly data, so revenue or income of $32 million in last year, and has been as high as $58 million in 2021 and $55 million in 2019. So if they can get their profit back up to above $50 million, this company would have a PE ratio of less than 10. So obviously the market is a bit skeptical about the future of this company. And won't say that's justifiable just yet, but the very fact the company is increasing or improving their gross margins possibly is a good sign moving forward for KMD Brands. So I have put this onto my watch list. Just want to follow the fortunes of not only the company, but also the chart moving forward for KMD Brands. So that's all I got for this video on this company. If you have any questions, any thoughts about this company, I'd love to hear them. So leave them in the comment section of this video. Otherwise, that's it for this video. Have a good day. Bye.